Okay, rotating into Circe, basically a free win, right? Did I win? I did indeed. That was Melcoat. I think I'm going to go back to Hordes now. Although, if we don't get a cast boon quickly, this could get spicy. It could be a bit messy. Depends what we get here, though. But let's just hop right into the next one. Oh, but let me give you a bet. He's funny. No, he's so funny. Oh my god, this joke he told. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. Stormring, free win. Fuck! Special's still really good. Aye. Yeah. Man, first combat. Who's bopping me out here? Have you ever had to tell, like, a friend, maybe a relative, like, we hate your spouse, we hate your partner, we hate your boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever? Like, there's things wrong with them? I guess you transform. Well, thank you for nothing, game. Happened with one of your friends? Yeah. None of your business. Thankfully, no, unfortunately. It's tough. It's like one of those things, as we've gotten older, I don't think I would do it practically ever. You know, there's obviously exceptions to this rule. Yeah, you just take Ares. I don't want Sword Ring, though. Just give me the attack. There's always going to be potentially exceptions, right? But, I think there was times in my youth where I'd have a friend who complained about their boyfriend or girlfriend, and I would use that as an opportunity to jump on, yeah, they suck. I don't think I would do that now. Well, partially because most of my friends, like, they're married, or they've been with someone for, like, a dozen years, right? Like, I'm not gonna talk trash about those people, you know what I mean? And even if you want to complain about them, by all means, go ahead and complain, but yeah. I'm hoping for that Zeus cast to come back here. Risk is that friend getting... Yeah, even if they were to break up, sometimes it does come out afterwards, though, still, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's hard to not go into that whole, like if they got dumped, like, don't worry, they sucked kind of thing. It's hard to fight that back if it was true. You know what I'm saying? Strongly dislike my friend's partner, but I keep your mouth shut. As long as they're not, like, bad for the person. Like, if I just don't get along that well with them, or, like, I don't find them very fun, I'm gonna take the crit. Whatever, I can live with that. I can live with that. Yeah. Demeter's cast. Could find Arctic Gale. I really want to save for a potential Zeus cast here. You could just settle, though. Or something. I guess you could take something that isn't Demeter's cast. Also, though. I kind of want the health, though. Nah, alright. Arctic Gale would be good. No. I had a friend who him and a very long-term partner split up. Very long-term. I think it was 10 years. Right? And I wouldn't call it mutual, but they were... I think it got to the point where they mutually sort of hated each other, is how I would describe it. To some degree, it seems to me, right? So while neither of them really wanted it to happen, it seemed like an inevitability or something like that. Is it greedy to not take this cast? It's certainly good. Snow Queen is a pretty good boon too anyway, though. I mean, I have origination another way, and I don't really need a more convenient origination. The freeze effect is nice, but probably not 100% necessary. I think I take it. Thought I saw something over there. Anyway, my friend was complaining afterwards, saying all the things that was wrong with the girlfriend. And I met her many, 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 many times. Like, she was there very often. Maybe, dozens and dozens of times, right? And he's complaining, and he tried to hit us with, I know you guys didn't like her. Or something like that. And let me make something abundantly clear. I never said anything of the sort. I don't think any of us did. So I had to straight up tell him, like, I'm gonna be honest, I think you're the one that sucks here, man. You're the asshole, YTA. I think you're the asshole here, and I think it's your fault. I mean, I padded it a little bit better than this. But I think she left because, or rather, this happened because of you more than anything else, as far as I can tell. Yeah. We all had to tell him. We all had to tell him. Winner's Circle with Arctic Ring. I don't think it's good, but we'll take it anyway. Because it's kind of funny, right? I had to tell him, right? I had to tell him. Hestia, Hestia, Hestia. I don't need magic regen. There's not a whole lot I'd like from her, unless I do want the glowing coal, and maybe I do. Yeah, maybe I do. Don't need that. Go. Ben is the common denominator. Yeah, it's kind of like he eats like gas station food every day and has a miserable job, so he's not to divulge too much about his life. He's still like overall a good person. He's not like a total piece of shit or anything, but you know, we're pushing 40 and there's just a few things about his life. If he wanted to be a good spouse, he could be, kind of thing, or something. I think he needed this awareness, maybe. And it's not really my business to tell him that, but I don't know. At the same time, you got to trust your friends sometimes with this. Does anyone still know this person? Like, and the one hand, like, you don't want to cook, you don't know how to cook, you're too tired to cook. I try not to judge too much, but I can't help but feel like he's in a bad mood so often, and I swear to God, it's because he's eating fucking powdered donuts for dinner every other night. It's like, how do you think your mood's gonna be when most of your diet is fucking sugar and Krispy Kremes or something? Yeah. Like, of course you're gonna be upset at the end of every night. You know? It'll do ya. Yeah, that'll do ya, right? The sugar crashes, yeah. So of course you're gonna feud with whoever you live with.
You've got more places to go.
Sometimes you gotta tell them, you know? Sometimes you just gotta tell them. I remember this, this wasn't really payback, because this is a far more serious than the example I was gonna give, but I'm gonna say, how old am I? 38? 25 years ago. 25? Holy shit, it was that long ago. 25 years ago, my dad took me shopping for some new school clothes, and I got some sick cargo pants that zipped off into cargo shorts, right? From Sears, I don't know. Super sick. They could hold my Game Boy and everything. I was looking forward to showing my friend. We won't use his real name. We'll just call him something completely unrelated, you know? We'll call him Zyron. Okay, very good. Hailstorm? Oh, kind of cool. And I saw him at school where he like got off the bus. We rode separate buses, but I got off the bus and I saw him and literally he looked down at my pants. The first thing he said is, "Those things look fucking stupid." That was literally the first thing he said to me wearing my cool, sick new pants. As I was walking into school, I was like, "You son of a bitch." And so thus it borderline felt like I had to go home sick. Like I couldn't wear those pants practically. Where's Zeus? Yeah. Winner circle, go. Welcome, blank. Static shock. Static shock. You don't care about arc flash. Don't care about power surge. Yes, I will take. Yeah, that was the payback. It wasn't actually the payback because that's rude. Do 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 do. More Zeus, huh? Could get a double strike still. Pom 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 hits the special, which is pretty strong. Probably stronger and like one of the few opportunities here. 270, sick. All right. Ooh, ba-boom, 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 ba-boom. Whoopsie. It's true, though. Well, okay, I don't think he was serious in this instance, but sometimes you need your friends to tell you, like, that shirt ain't it, man. That shirt ain't it. I remember I was about to go on a date many years ago. I pulled some weird-ass, like, button-down shirt from my closet. I'm pretty sure it was, like, part of my... it was way too small, because I'm pretty sure it was part of my funeral suit from when I was 12, or something like that. But I pulled that out of my closet to go on a date when I was like 19 or something. I don't think you want dual moonshot in this instance, weirdly. And I saw my friends before I was going on that date, and like, you're not wearing that. And I'm glad they stopped me, but for some reason I felt like I had to wear like a proper piece of clothing for some reason. I don't know why. It was so wrinkly. I think that was the main thing. It was just so wrinkly. Like, it wasn't hung or anything like that. It was just at the bottom of a pile in a closet. Why no dual moonshot? I don't think the extra special will do a whole lot here. And I don't really want to take the reduced range when I got glowing coal and everything, so we can just kind of get them from a distance. It probably still wouldn't be bad, but... this feels good to me. Still feels good to me. I took pom pom pom. Let's see. Glowing coal. Double strike. Hell yeah. Electric overload? Too late now. I think since I pom pom pommed the blitz, I think this was correct. I don't think we need the armor. Sure may not have been hung, but I definitely weren't. Whoa. Yeah. Did I leave my webcam on over the weekend? Ah. You didn't see me with my yardstick, did you? Yeah. Come downstairs with a yardstick. Cut away with me with a ruler, and then just perpetually smaller and smaller units of measurement until we get to the micronomer or whatever it is. You know, the thing that measures really small ones very accurately. I remember Haelian telling the story. The time he left his stream going, and it was just him talking to wife, and like, I got so many subs today. Oh no, that was really embarrassing. Well, luckily, luckily nothing really happened. But yeah, I accidentally left the stream going after like a raid or something, and somebody did see it, and they tried to DM me to tell me. But yeah, like, wife called me, or I called wife. I forget which it was. Like right away, and this was like I don't even know if I was full-time yet. I can't remember now. But it was exciting to just get like a little bit of money at the time. Just like, yeah! Kind of thing. Because I'm going to guess that, I can't remember if it was full-time or not. But either way, it was either right after or right before, I'd guess. And so, even just earning like $30 in a day felt like maybe we can still do it. Maybe it'll all be okay. Do I complain to wife about specific chatters? No. Sometimes I tell her a story of like how someone might have gotten banned or something like that. Ah. She has a bit more of a... Whenever I get going on something like that... Fucking dink, yeah. And it's because sometimes I'll tell her, like, I banned this person for breaking these rules. What do you... And I'm like, I'm curious what your thoughts are on that. Like, do you think I should have done that or not? Let's just say she has a slightly different perspective than me, because usually the first thing she says is, fuck them. Get them the fuck out of here. Fuck those idiots. Get them! I guess I take an Arctic Gale. I try not to hit her with the mundanity of the day-by-day stuff. If something actually fun or interesting happened, I'll let her know, right? Shimmering? Or is it melting swipe? Both are decent. Shimmering helps a little bit more with Skilla. Probably out of Zeus. Tal, what's up? Thank you so much for the 50 months. Snuffed candle sounds good. Does Zeus have much left? Not certain if Demeter has much left too either at this rate. Zeus might swap the cast, actually. He might try to swap the cast for us. Yeah. Aha! Still got it, baby! And I still have Arctic Gale. Sick. Yeah, sick, bro. Oh. Boom, boom, do. You finally beat Typhon last night. Yay, congrats, Tal. Oh, boy. Why 40 instead of 34? Well, a nice round number sounded pretty good for trying to do win streaks in a mode like this. And, we can just take the max health now. I think 34, like, I'm a bit too comfortable with, so adding in, like, Denial, I guess Hubris to some degree really pushes it. Like, Denial in particular. Feels like it adds quite a big element of bullshittery to the run. Woo! Gotcha, finally. So I guess I felt like I needed to up it a little bit for the streaks. Yeah. Oh, gosh. Oh, I think what I found personally for myself, to get back to the whole, like, complaining thing, like, if I have issues with, like, something that happened on stream or on YouTube or something like that, I find that complaining doesn't really make me feel better. It tends to just, I know, hashtag complaining in the stream or whatever, but it tends to just make it weigh in my mind for longer instead of, like, allowing me to move past it. You know? So if I go up to wife and I say, I can't believe what fucking Rosenbud said to me today. It was fucking bullshit. And I'm gonna touch their toes next time I see them or something like that, right?
That was a pretty good performance.
And I think it's just to be clear, it's normal to want to tell someone, spouse, friend, whatever, about like your day and complain about it to some degree, right? Perfectly normal. And I think I've been through that. But I think I learned quite a while ago that, for at least for me personally, that it kind of just makes my mind focus on it too much instead of being able to move on. What do I even want here? It's just another knuckle bone, I'm afraid. Might play it safe and take this charity bottle. Our max health is a bit low. We got the damage reduction for the whole thing. You need the vent. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. Turning off your brain after work is tough. Yeah. It can be hard. For sure. And sometimes I'm just like bouncing around a lot, I think. And wife's trying to tell me things. And I'm like, huh? Ooh, huh? Trying to wind down still, but it get better. I think I've gotten like a little better, slightly better with it over the years as time goes on. I'll go big and just buy that for later. Here goes. Streaming drained my social battery. I don't know. Like, if... I wouldn't say that I feel like, oh, I can't possibly consider going to, like, this party or this event after a stream. I don't think that's how I feel about it. Because I'm not like bouncing around and acting like a clown when I'm with other people necessarily. What's up, guys? You wouldn't believe the Hades run I had the other day. I don't know why I turned into Barney, but I'm probably just a normal dude by most standards. It's interesting because I feel like this allows me to get out maybe the goofier side of myself potentially, so I can maybe be more serious when needed. I don't know. Okay. What is normal? Y'all will never know. My wife might say this is not the normal me, but I would dispute this. I would dispute this. Let me be clear. I would dispute this. And she always uses this example of somehow this comes up to some degree. Because I don't think you can be a Twitch streamer or personality and be in front of people for hours and hours, several days a week, without basically letting it all out. You can only be, I think you can only be an actor for so long, for the most part. Kind of thing. But wife likes to use this example of how I can be around people. Oh my God! I kept trying to hit this thing. She always uses this as an example of this little, very, very, very little thing that happened 3 or 4 years ago, maybe. We were on vacation. G-Blow? We were on vacation somewhere where there was like a beach. I don't even really remember. And We were like walking, we were looking at the storefronts, and we're kind of just like mumbling to ourselves / each other. And we're looking at like the signs, we're like, and I said out loud something like, oh, maybe the beach is this way. And this woman who was walking by, very politely, just turned and said, oh yeah, take this path to get to the beach. Grizzly game, no. Am I gonna start using meat grinder? I don't think so. Maybe. I don't think so. Could Hestia screw me? If she swaps the special, that's really bad. Oh crap, I gotta look. So the woman very politely said, oh yeah, the beach is this way. And wife and I both turned and said, oh, thank you so much. Oh, okay, got it. Uh-huh. Woman turned, walked away, smiled. You know, simple as that. As soon as she was out with it out of earshot, I just said, leave us alone, you freak. To wife. But it was a joke. But it was a joke, okay? But it was a joke, okay? It was a joke. Did the lady hear me? No, 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 no. I made sure. No, 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 no. That would be so mean. That'd be so rude. That would be so rude. I would never. She was so nice. I had no interest in trying to like prank someone or anything like that. Let me make that abundantly clear. 4th degree. Never felt closer to me. I think there is just an element of me like, I knew that was like an over-the-top thing to say, but, you know, like, I slightly felt that way. It's like, we'll figure it out. Leave me alone, kind of thing. I don't like to talk to people, right? But I knew it would get a rise out of wife if I said that. And she literally, like, spat out her drink or something. Maybe I shouldn't have taken that. It was a Christmas joke. That's wife's example. Like wife tries to use that. It's like, that's the real thing. That's the real Haelian. It's like, whoa, wait, I'm not doing that all the time. She thinks I'm evil. Common success rate. Quick buck. Success rate hits double strike and grievous blow. Hope I don't need that nitro boost at this rate. Ooh. I have a lot of money and I'm kind of hoping for regular health here. The real Dan Haelian. I got to buy him anyway. Meat grinder, go! Oh, I did not get G blow. For some reason I thought I did. I don't have blood drops. I don't think profuse bleeding does much for me. Okay, there we go. Evilian. I don't think I've ever said anything that rude to somebody. Ever like that. Middle, top, bottom. I'm a bit slow. The closest time I can think of. Nah, I've probably told this story before in case you were hoping for a news story. It was Christmas Day. I'll never forget this customer. Christmas Day working in retail. Yeah, this is before I was totally embittered by having to work on the holidays too, by the way. And I was happy to be there. Well, happy is a strong word, but I needed the money. Middle, bottom, middle, bottom, middle, bottom. Hiya, stop hitting me. Get him! Hell yeah. Get him, Rocky. All right. Christmas Day, I was working. I was a shift supervisor at the company I worked for, which was a retail pharmacy. Pharmacy wasn't even open, but we sold over-the-counter medicine in case someone needed it. Oh, the run's over. Oh, I thought I had another zone. Oh, sick. Okay, well, I gotta finish my story real quick then. So, this guy came in, and he was looking at the children's medicine. I noticed he's looking at the children's medicine, but I'm just walking by. I had a wad of cash concealed on me that I had taken from the cash register. I needed to bring it to the office safe to deposit the money before I did anything else. That was the rule. There was too much cash in the cash register. Thus, the rule was I had to bring the cash to the safe. And I was not supposed to get sidetracked along the way. That was the rule. Pretty straightforward. Should be pretty easy, right? The gentleman tried to stop me and say, oh, can you help me find something? And I said, oh, sure, let me just put something down and I'll be right back. And he freaked. He flipped. He hit the fucking roof. And he went nuts. Yeah, thanks a lot, buddy. Yeah, keep walking. Yeah, go ahead. Go do your thing. Yeah, okay. All right. Went like this. Like, whoa. And so I tried to stop and explain. I couldn't explain too much, right? I couldn't explain too much. But I did try to stop and say, but he just kept talking over me. So eventually I just turned around, walked away, and I just said as loud as I made sure he hear it, just like, fucking asshole. Simple as that. Straightforward, you know, simple, straightforward insult. Don't have to worry too much about it. The funny thing is that, so he went up to the front, he asked for my name, he asked for the corporate number. He did the whole thing, right? He did the whole thing. And he called. The thing is, he called later that day at the store, and for some reason thought that a different manager would be on from 6 o'clock on Christmas Day till 8 o'clock on Christmas Day. And so I do feel bad. He called to complain, but then like, it became apparent who he was and who I was, and he said, I'll call later. And he hung up. Basically. Cause yeah. So I feel a little bad just because you know what's going on. He's buying children's medicine. He has a sick kid at home. He probably didn't want to have to go out on Christmas Day, but he did, you know. I do feel a little bad. I don't feel bad for what I said or what I did, but I hope he got what he needed for this kid's sake, at least. You know what I mean? I hope he got what he needed, at least. And whatever he was going to ask me wasn't too dire, basically, is all I would say.